Let's go.
We have PxG versus Vanguard.
Interesting. Well,
Pretty standard on both sides, really.
yeah.
Nothing crazy. Let's watch S Boston open.
Also, Stamper splash.
Oh, and they're immediately out for the
Pretty much
bucket
right
there. I don't
into-
think they expected the aggression so early on. We have a crab on the other side of the map.
Oh, and 2 people down.
Yeah,
for
good
Vanguard
recovery
right
here. I think that Mickey's gonna shark in. The jump
Do they
out here
know?
might help,
They
but
know.
ooh,
Oh,
okay.
damn.
I'm very confused by that play, but I guess they just second guess themselves here. Bucket's trying to make their way over into their spawn here, but not quite able to get into the splash.
There we go. Got the jump going.
Stamper dies and casts here. That's 2 people down quite early. Gray is already close to another crab. I think he wants to try to keep the crab up here.
Oh, they're getting jumps right into a pad.
Yeah, this is going to be an aggressive crab from Gray. But they're keeping the zone
Yo.
somehow through all of the... So much damage on the Booyah, and they're able to
no
survive
way.
here.
There's just no way.
What a hold. I expected them to at least lose the zone here, even if they kept mid, but that was a really good play. And all of a sudden, Vanguard's in a very bad situation here. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to recover. I think we need to use the strikes early, but it looks like they're trying to keep strikes for zone. But I'm not sure they're going to make it. Their silver
Oh,
goes
this pepper
down.
sticks in barely.
Just barely not
Nice.
able to get the pick. Strikes go onto the zone here, but do they have enough time to paint with this comp? Yes, just
Yes, they
barely.
do.
They were
Oh my
almost
God.
out there, but able to make a recovery there to keep the game going a little bit longer.
Now Vanguard's gonna have to work overtime if they really wanna come back from this
Oh,
really
we got a
aggressive
little
push.
stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a Booyah Bomb really early here, maybe looking to catch jumps, but it's going to be forced to use it early because of the bucket tri-strike. Trying to team with the bucket for the kill, but no, we're not able to get it there.
Nakura, S-Boss getting ready to push on the right flank. He's trying to 1v1 the bucket and he does get the pick right there. Now he's looking to get the splash, but he's gonna be forced to retreat. Never mind.
That
They do pick him
short range
off.
buff helps so much with the bucket dittos. It used to be so hard to get 2 indirect shots off in time, but now it's like so much more feasible.
Yeah.
The bucket like definitely can't miss a shot there. Gray's going for a really aggressive crab, but gets stopped by, or sorry, Gray is the one defending against the aggressive crab here from Phoenix. They're able to get some coolers here. They have strikes, they have caster. Booyah and strikes coming out though. Strikes are just countering the first team strikes. I'm not really sure where the Booyah is going. It looks like they just held it for a bit. Caster very
Stamper.
low here, but able to
Oh!
find one before recalling here, and it's just Jay trying to defend. Look at him tap shotting here, able
look
to
at
force the
another
crab.
aggro crab right on the defensive space.
Yeah. That's a big difference from a lot of these like high-level pens. Is they're not going to jump out unless you absolutely force them. So even if it looks a little silly, just forcing that crab out early is going to make this retake much easier. Silver's able to shark and trade with the S-Blast here. So it's 2v2. The pen is trying to force zone. You doing a good job of trying to keep their team alive and give some jumps, but both jumps
only the
die to
pen.
the tri-strike. And once again, we're going to see the pen try to hold this choke down, trying to keep the other team out of it as much as possible. The other team is desperately trying to get all the way over here. But so far, they haven't been able to take too much space here. This is looking like a really weak hold setup here. They're going to have to fight on the zone now, which is definitely not what you want to see. But a direct onto the Stamper gives them a glimmer of hope.
Yeah. Except they're cooler, so they're
crab
back
is
I guess
able to
about they get the pick on the bucket. Now Stamper has their
Well, they
set
know
ready,
someone's
but-
in that corner. Damage
Oh,
constantly being able to
Stamper
find
goes
the
down.
kill.
No sip for them. They already burned through cooler, so now they don't have any specials to push back with. They're gonna have to charge up their grab, their strike, and there it is. There it is. We're gonna
Well,
see
a
if
really
they can
high
actually
value crab here
get a
from
hold
Gray
of
is going to
it.
find Mickey. Can they hold? That's going to be the test here. The crab's going to run out. It's going to be a paint battle, but the splash goes down. Bucket able to find
nice
one in
pick
the
from
corner
Bucket.
here. Bucket fighting.
Bucket 1v1. They
Finally
oh,
goes
damn.
down.
There's a lot going on. Now it's Stamper trying to survive the S.
It's hard to commentate this game, man. Every time you talk about something, it's already over.
But this is what I like about this game. Fights happen so
Exactly.
quickly. It's such a fast-paced game. It's beautiful.
It is amazing. You can sell competitive Splatoon 3 very much ongoing, but it's just so fast, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
what a
as
double
we-
from
as
the
we say that-
Stamper!
Now he's gonna... No, I wanted to see the sip for the continuation right there. But they do have a pretty solid hold over here. It's a 3v3 right now. And a Crab trying to get a pick on the pen. Can they hold for a KO right here? Ooh,
Oh, the penalty is so low. I don't think they have...
And it's over.
Honestly, I think Vanguard kept a very even game outside of that first hold. Like, if their original retake wasn't as bad, I think that they probably would have won that game. So, like, honestly, not too much to be shaken up about. I think that they definitely have a high chance of making the set here, but that will be game one going to PxG.
I feel like they really got that caught off guard during the first few minutes of the game, but they did put up a real good fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just trying their best to retake.
For this. I'm interested in this set mainly because I have played with S-Blast Bucket before, and I'm not sure if these weapons are worth running with each other. I have a theory that the aggro slot is like Sword or Squeezer, and then S-Blast and Bucket occupy the same category because of speed issues and special overlap. But when I played with them, I obviously played Dread, which introduced even more overlap. So I think this is a bit of a good test in a very even set to see if it can work or not when it's paired with Splash, which obviously doesn't have as much of a downside. So, like, is the Bucket S-Blast combo worth it? Or do you really need a Stamper or Mint or Squeezer for, like, the speed and better self-sufficiency? That's what we're going to have to see. But so far, it's looking good for Stamper team. Also glad to see Silver in a higher level set like this. I think he's been a very underrated player, and I'm glad he's like getting the opportunity to play in a stacked roster. So. Oh
yeah, Silver has been really good for a while. I've played against this dude. He's a really talented player, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they sometimes get some unreal plays with Stamper.
Yeah, we definitely need more swords right now, so it's good to see someone like really pushing the weapon.
Yeah, they're very committed.
I'm not sure how I feel about this Booyah value. I think it's like a little... I'm just not seeing a whole lot of consistent value from the Booyahs here. I feel like that's been a common challenge for a lot of S+ players. Like, I haven't... It feels like the Booyah value feels very inconsistent for most players I've seen using the weapon. Kind of just use it very selfishly, which I kind of get, but I think that there are definitely situations like Retake where Booyah needs to be a lot better team utility. But it might also just be tricky just because they already have Strike for very similar reasons, so...
Yeah, there's a bit of an overlap there, I suppose. Yeah. Like, your Strike already does the job at capping the zone, so you don't really know what to do with your Booyah.
Yeah, I think
so
like the Booyah...
you pop it because you can, not because you need to, necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think Booyah really synergizes super well with Strike. It's just kind of, like... I think there's just better options. Even
it's a little redundant, right? It's like it's getting too...
Oh wait, the Crab death by Mickey might save this game! I thought it was about to be over. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe some lag. Okay, never mind. Wait, what? I guess it doesn't save the game.
Why were they standing still?
I don't know. Maybe they were lagging a little bit. Spectator?
Probably just some spectator mode jank.
Yeah, I'd assume it's spectator mode, but unfortunately, like, I forgot to change the camera. It was cooler response. It instantly cut away. I didn't see what happened, but I assumed after that kill they were able to get more. Maybe they ran out of ink or just, like, whiffed.
Yeah.
Either way, that is going to make it a 2-0 for PxG, and they are looking much better this game.
Vanguard's going to have to block it if they want to reburst, just like they do with healthy diet groups.
I just think the swords are so important for the self-sufficiency. It's just much faster paced. That looked like the most broken comp in the game, honestly. Though this is like the close second. Like, I think if that's the best comp in the game, I think that the Stamper Bucket Splash one is the second best. Oh. But I'm a fan of Pen over. I'm a fan of Edit over Pen right now. So
wait, we have swapped over to B Blaster for this.
Oh, what?
Instead of F Blast. Is the bubble really that good for this?
Ooh. I do not think B Blast is good into this team at all. But it might just be a comfort pick, or I don't know. The S-Blast stuff doesn't seem to like it was working, so like sure. I think the play is RB, personally. I think CRB is a little underrated right now. I feel like the increase
CRB specifically? The Kraken?
Yeah, because I think the Kraken's going to get more value because there's so many like HP specials. Like if you're in a Blast or Ditto with the S-Blast, you can deal the Booyah pretty decently. You can camp Zip Recall, you can go in Bubble, you can fight Crab. Not that the matchup is necessarily good, but like... I think that does more than Wave, and I like the Kraken Recall for jumps. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
I think if you're trying to make range work right now, you kind of need the higher playmaking special, but I'm not entirely sure. That line of thought has been a very recent thing for me.
Yeah,
I
mean, I guess it depends on the comp you're fighting, because yeah, of course, if they are like spamming bubble and crab, then yeah, you Kraken will get a lot of value. But otherwise, I feel like you just kind of go with the wave one, you know? Because you kind of need
yeah, I mean, that's been the line of
weapon.
thought before. I just think it might be different because of the specials we're seeing in comps.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. It depends on the comp you're playing against. So,
Also,
yeah, there's a Rise on H3 special, so sure.
Especially especially having S Blast instead of V Blast, you guys should be able to see why all the bomb defense is popular. Like triple bomb defense should be more popular. It's like we have so many burst bombs in 70s and 68, it breaks all the combos. Like it's legit, every weapon is affected.
Also, not to mention that range has a natural good matchup against S Blast because
yeah,
AoE.
I agree with that. That being said, this hold is looking very questionable here. The bubble might buy them a lot of time purely because no one's really in position to shred the bubble, but they still have to fight through Crab and Bucket. They're at least up a player because they killed the caster, but the Crab and Strike can just stall. I think we can just strike the enemy Crab here, and they should be set. Jordan's in a really good position right now to poke this pen.
Ooh.
Oh my god, that was
he missed.
close.
Oh no, he missed 4 times in a row. That's tough.
Bucket's able to get the pen here.
Oh,
yeah, I think they're good. Jordan can just sit here and they're fine. And that's the set.
Nice.
Wow. That was a very clean set outside of game 1, honestly, for PxG. I expected that to be a lot closer, but
yeah, me too.
I think the sword
they almost made a comeback there. But...
The sword bucket synergy was just going really well there, and the pacing difference is just a lot. So yeah. It just felt like they were able to work a lot faster.
They used to know how to take their fights better and how to like finish them quicker.
Yeah, I agree.